Hi there, this is NekitaNet, and we've got a nice new manual, well, reprinted for personal use, because we've got a new camera, the Minolta Weathermatic 35DL. So, we've got the bag, made in Japan, we've got a camera strap, and we've got a wonderful little camera. And you're looking at the correct price. This is what I've paid for it, excluding of course the cost of printing the manual. That's a little joke, because that's rather cheap. But this entire set was €5. And we're going to, take a closer look and see if it works in this video. So, let's get started. So, and the wonderful little thing about this wonderful little, quote-unquote, little, see my hand, but wonderful little camera is that it's the Weathermatic, which means it is, well, at least in some regards, waterproof, up to 5 meters, as the manual states, if the seals are correctly in here and not degraded or, well, busted or broken, which means basically, unlike my other cameras, I can take this one with me and enjoy it all the time without having to worry too much about breaking it. It has a nice little counter here, an on-off switch, lens select. Did I mention that yet? It has a lens select, which basically means that you can either use this camera with a 35 or 50 millimeter, well, focal length. It switches very simply by pressing this button normally. There's of course a shutter button and an underwater close focus button right here, which is quite, well, sticky at the moment because this camera is from 1979. Yes, this camera is basically older than I am. Not by much, but still a little. But it's a proper Minolta, and I'm quite happy with that. Now, I am going to open up the back cover, even though there is still film in here. Yes. And let's take a quick gander at that. It is most likely, looking at the packaging, some Kodak Gold 200. Yes, gold. 24 frames 200 or 24 degrees. Process C41. It states here, yet again, 24 exposures. And this camera works like this. You open up this nice little latch, put in a fresh roll, of course, put it up to here, where the markings are, close this nice little latch. You close it up, and it should be, well, not only light tight, but also waterproof up to those 5 meters. Even has the original sticker on here, and this thing looks, well, almost immaculately. There are a couple of little scuffs here on the corners, but not much. But we need to test this camera out right now. So, where did I put the batteries? I've got them right here. And we need 4, if I remember correctly, 4 of these AAAs or a specific lithium battery. Now, where did I put my 5 cents? And they're here. So, open, close, put an appropriate coin in here and open up that, and it will lift out automatically because it is a latching thing. Make sure this rubber here, this rubber A gasket, as the manual calls it, is good, and it is. Take a peek at, well, can you see that? The instructions that are right here and how to place in the batteries. Alright, so that's interesting. We don't want that one to be in there first. We do want this, that, this. And now, because there's already film in here and the counter, that's working quite nicely. And the counter is at 0. There might be an issue with using the frame film that's in here. Well, apparently not. So it closes, and we're on frame number 1, which I doubt, but it loaded automatically. And let's just put it on and just take a frame of this nice, well, wonderful little thing. It works. So that's interesting. And I'm betting this film is now properly exposed from this frame on. Hopefully. It's only 24 frames, but I could get it developed. So let's make a nice little test. Oh, that's Luxembourg or not? No, Dutch. A Dutch 5-cent piece. And let's make a quick little snap with this camera. Can I switch lenses? Let me check that out. Oh yeah. But when I switch lenses, I'm seeing a different image in the viewfinder because it swaps out that way of looking at it, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it does switch it out properly. So we're on frame number 1 according to the counter, which we already were. So I am going to switch lenses to the 50mm, then just take a quick snap, and that's that. We've got a nice little automatic snap with this wonderful little Weathermatic. So this is NekitaNet saying I'm going to enjoy this camera immensely. I believe, at least. I'm going to reread the manual, read it a couple of times, but I want to know all the finagly parts about this camera because it is that handy for me to take with me without worrying I'll truly break it from rain, from snow, from sandstorms. Well, we don't really have those. Once a year with some Sahara sand, but in the Netherlands. Yes, it blows over. But this camera is just the type of camera I will enjoy. So I'm going to study up on it. However, before going, I will say that the flash doesn't work when there is enough illumination. Yes, I truly know that for sure, because I basically took a couple of frames of a light bulb from very close by. So that's nice to know. And if you look here, I'm going to turn the camera on. It's on, and let's do the lens select, and I would like to note this lens will pop up and this, well, viewfinder will pop down to give another viewing angle, which coincides of course with how the lens will work and which quote-unquote lens is used, the 35 or the 50mm. So let's do that very quickly. Select lens. As you can see, we're at 50mm most likely, and switching back to 35, and this system is working, I believe at least, very nicely. So that's that, and let's do it one more time, and let's turn off the camera and close out this video. So this is NekitaNet saying I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.